A few years ago, I reached a point in my life when I felt lost, unhappy, stuck, and unfulfilled. Well, on the outside, though, everything looked great. I had a well paid job, good career, savings, money in my bank account, holidays every year. I was in a good relationship. I had friends, time for fashion shopping every weekend. Well, pretty much all boxes ticked. But I was unhappy. There was something missing in my life. I was not passionate about that life. I searched for adventure, meaning, and my identity in it. And I would say that it was some sort of identity crisis, because up until then I have been building my worth based on achievements, based on how likable I am or how people see me, and all stuff on the outside. But I never really asked myself question, who am I? What is it about me that I can connect with and I am actually really happy about? Because all measures were placed outside of me. So it left me really feeling very much empty and disconnected with myself. And I believe this is something that really caused that unhappiness, even though everything on the outside would indicate that I should have been happy, right? And what that journey really taught me, few years down the line, I raised my hand, I asked for help from a mindset coach, and it absolutely transformed everything for me. It opened up the door to personal development journey and to actually turning lens on myself. I like to refer to the quote of Joseph Campbell that says, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." Because the biggest cave we all really fear to enter is ourselves, is really turning lens on our imperfections, on our weaknesses, on who it is that we actually are. And what I really came away with is that sense of self-worth, appreciation for myself, visibility in my own eyes. I managed to connect with who it is that I am and defining myself not by what I do or how much likable I am or how much I achieve, but actually identifying myself, defining myself by who it is that I am at the core, my core identity. So loving, caring person, and person who is able to help, who has got empathy, who can connect with others. This is not something who I was. I was a completely different person, because you see, although on the outside everything may indicate that all is good, on the inside the story was different. I was comparing myself heavily to other people, never felt good enough. There was always this inner chat running in my head, lots of anxieties around being judged, fear of rejection, fear of criticism, fear of embarrassment. And I do believe and see it now that that fear made me be someone I was not. So in the process, effectively, I had to unbecome everything I was not. And of course, it is still a journey. It is definitely a process. But where I was and where I am now is complete identity shift, is complete shift in what I really feel about myself, my worth, my self-esteem. So my message to you is that stop for a moment and stop defining yourself by what is it that you actually do in your life, and start turning lens on yourself and think of who it is that I am, what kind of person I really am. Let this be the definer, the defining point of your identity, and not what you actually do and achieve on the outside, because only that connection to your intrinsic worth will give you this fulfillment, you will be able to overcome fear by connecting with your self-worth. And whether it's speaking up at work on that business meeting, or leading this personal presentation, whatever it is, or being a speaker, or in any really situation, the only really thing that holds you back from being who you really are is fear. Fear really blurs the behavior you put out there and the picture of who you are in your own mind. So this was like great insight to me. This shifted everything, because by connecting with other people, I was able to really connect more with myself. By developing the understanding of other people's emotions and actually developing that empathy for other people, I actually become more connected with myself. And when I stop judging people and start to be more open and have big heart and open mind for them and an understanding, it almost like boomerang got back to me, and I became basically more in tune with myself and more rich in who I am. And that gave me this fulfillment. And as a result, I was able to set up my business and to go on a journey of being out there, sharing my message, helping people change their self-image, change their beliefs about themselves, so that in the end they become more happier and fulfilled people. Let me know what your journey is, your learnings, any shifts that you have experienced. It's beautiful to really share with others rather than keep for ourselves, because the value is created when you can express ourselves in the world. Thank you so much. Bye for now.